I'm recording this in 2020, and obviously, right now, Lysol is very popular. But many years ago, long before we knew about COVID or any of this crap that's going on, I had a bad experience with getting an ad from Lysol. What had happened was I was working on my PhD, and somebody had stolen my laptop. And I had a big meeting with my advisor the next day, so I frantically go look for another laptop to try to get everything back together. And as I'm setting up, I'm so frantic about installing everything. I had a C++ compiler. I had a bunch of software that needed to be installed. And in the rush to install everything, I mistakenly downloaded some crap that contained a bunch of ads. And when I went to program stuff, the Lysol ad kept playing in the background. You would go to Task Manager, Control Delete, right? Use a Windows computer, turn it off, and then a couple minutes later it would reopen itself. And you couldn't uninstall it for some reason. And it would just play in the background. Use Lysol over and over and over again. And if that wasn't annoying enough, it chewed up a bit of your memory as well. Long story short, I had to reformat the computer and start all over again. This time be a little bit more careful when I'm installing. And it made me never want to think about Lysol anymore. As if I didn't already dislike them because of there's a lot of side effects to all those chemicals. I would much prefer hydrogen peroxide or other cleaning products like that, right? And it just goes to show they shot themselves in the foot. I wouldn't be surprised if the ads that I kept getting were actually not from Lysol at all, but from their competitors trying to cause people to hate them. You know, they really shot themselves in the foot. Something I really despise about ads nowadays is on YouTube, they seem to put ads in random locations in the video. Not that I think it's wrong to put ads in the video, but they cut videos off mid-sentence and force you to have to rewind them. And if that wasn't insulting enough, they count down how many seconds before the ad to really distract you, because now all you're thinking about is clicking the skip ad button, right? I would think that YouTube could do some AI to figure out where would be a good time for a break, right? At least in between sentences, right? That doesn't seem like a very hard AI problem to look at a person's speech in terms of wavelength and find a good place for the ad, right? Or at least have the user be able to choose where the ads are going, so they can put it in, kind of like on TV, right? We're going to go to a break. We'll come back in a few, right? And then you can put your ad there, right? It's very distracting. They almost shoot themselves in the foot, because when all you're thinking about is keeping track of where the video was at before they went to the ad, you're not paying attention to the ad anymore. The other thing I wish you could do with YouTube ads is sometimes you get a really funny ad and you want to watch it again, right? For some reason, they don't make it easy for you to find the original ad. But this one, I think it might be intentional, because they're forcing you to search for that ad on YouTube, and it might cause you to come up with a different ad, and they could get another chance to sell you on something, right? So that one might be intentional. But cutting people off mid-sentence or putting an ad in an inconvenient place, they're shooting themselves in the foot, right? I wonder, have you ever had an ad that literally shot themselves in the foot and you never wanted to buy anything that they were advertising again? Leave a comment if you have.